Hi, my name's Denise McCabe and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia on the New South Wales Central Coast, and this is my Make It Monday for today. Today I'm going to do a triple easel pop-up card, triple twisted easel pop-up card. I saw Frances Martin do one of these, and I have seen them before on Pinterest and what have you, and I haven't had a chance to try one. So this is my Christmas easel, triple twisted easel pop-up card. It's really hard to say and remember what it is. So I've used the Scottie dog because he's just so cute and I love him. And I've used the Boughs of Holly DSP designer series paper. So I've seen this done. Frances Martin did it with the gnomes. She put 3 little gnomes popped up. You could do it with the Santa Express, the train, and Santas. That would be another cool one to do it with. Yeah, you could do it with you could do it with flowers as well, but I think the little characters make it cute and fun. I'm going to have a try at it with the Trees for Sale stamp set. Now that's the one that's in the mini catalogue, but the dies you could get for in Sale-a-bration, and I have the dies. So I will be using the dies, but they are not available any longer. But if you've got the dies, why fussy cut? So I shall put my phone up into my holder and we can get started to make this fun fold card, if I can say it. Won't be a moment. Okay, so here's the card looking down on it. It's a bit tricky sort of looking down on it. You really need to look across it. But I guess that's looking down on it, you can see, and it folds flat to go, fold your little easels down, and that will go in a standard envelope. So it's fairly obvious how the recipient would know what to do, I think. And I've just stamped my sentiment over here, and I've got the 3 little presents as the prop to prop up the easels. It's just a bit fun, and it's not a terribly complicated fancy fold card. So I will move that to one side. So I have used, for that one, I used the Scottie dog, the Christmas Scottie. That's on page 34 in the catalogue. Oops, I've just knocked everything down. There we go. It's a stamp set and punch bundle. Really cute. The punch cuts this one out and this bow. So these 2 doggies I had to fussy cut, but the punch does punch that one out and that bow. And I used the Boughs of Holly DSP as my background for that one. So on my card that we're going to make, I'm using this paper again. I'm using this one here. And we're going to use the Trees for Sale stamp set. There we go. So when Sale-a-bration was on in July and August, they had dies that were available that could cut out this stamp set. So I will probably use the tree dies to cut out. So that's a really great set. It's, as you saw, it's photopolymer. It's $39 and it makes really good Christmas tree cards. And as I've told you before, Christmas trees are my thing for Christmas. Okay, so it's a triple twisted easel card. You don't want to have a couple of glasses of wine and just trying to say that. Well, I don't anyway. Okay, so I've got my paper already cut out, so I'll show you. So this is actually, I've done it a fraction bigger than our normal A5 card base. So our A5 card base is normally 14.8 or 14.85 by 21 centimeters, scored at 10.5 centimeters. For the sake of cutting the triple fold, I've made it 15 centimeters. So just 0.2 centimeters bigger, and then I can cut 5 centimeters, 5 centimeters. It's all even and nice and simple. So this one is 15 centimeters by 21, scored at 10.5 in half. So I know in America that would be different sizing, but I'm just going with the metric size today. So just give that a good score. So we do need to bring in our paper trimmer for that, for this one. So I'll tell you what else I've got. Then I've got 3 pieces of designer series paper, and they are 4.5 centimeters by 10 centimeters. And that's all you need. I'll show you how we're going to cut that. And then I've got a bit of basic white cardstock to do my stamping of the Christmas trees. So let's bring up our trimmer. So what we're going to do is put, I will have to stand up. I'll just have a sip of my cup of tea to do this. So we're going to put it in, and at 5 centimeters, because this side is 15 centimeters wide, makes it easy. So we put it in at 5 centimeters, put our cutting blade up, and we're going to cut to the score line. Okay, and we're going to move it across to 10 centimeters, and once again cut to the score line. Okay, so then you get 3 flaps, and so there's 5 centimeters each. So then I'm going to fold these 2 here. I'm going to keep my cutting blade out of the way, well and truly out of the way. And I'm going to put the top left point in the track, and put the bottom right point of that piece in the track. And I'm going to score diagonally. It's a bit hard to get it scored nice down here. I'm going to fold that one back, bring that one over, the same top left and bottom right into the track, like centered on the track, so you can score it. Okay, and then the last one. It's easy if you fold these ones back to do it. So top left corner and the bottom right corner in the track, and score. Okay, so I'm just going to bring my card down, and we're just going to fold it over. Now, if it hasn't, I'll move my trimmer away, but I do still need it. If it hasn't quite gotten into the corner where you want it, just sort of maneuver it with your fingers, and then get your bone folder and score it. Crease it nice and crease. Same with this one. Because it is hard to get up into that with the scoring. And then this one. There we go. So then you'll have your card base done. Whoops. What we do need to do is come back here again and go down this. There we go. So now you've got your card base cut and scored, ready for the paper. So we'll put that aside. Now with your designer series paper, you have to cut it. I've got to remember this, and I really don't think there's a right or wrong direction with this. Okay, so it's, I just want to double check. It's top left down to the bottom right. So put those 2 points in the scoring in the track, and this time we're going to cut. Just double checking. Whoop, I moved it. Okay. I'll put them over there on my cardstock. So top left corner, bottom right corner. top left corner, bottom right corner. So I hope when I'm doing folding card or any of my cards, I'm giving enough instructions that are easy to follow, and if you want to recreate, you can. Please let me know if I'm not, because I don't want to be messing you around. Okay, so we're just going to flatten down our easels and get our glue in and our silicone sheet. So I've chosen the other side of this DSP because I think it's sort of plainer for Christmas trees. And you just want to make sure you get your glue up into that point, because you don't want that coming detached. So then you're just going to attach this to your card base. Whoops. And I like the glue because it gives you just that little bit of wiggle room. There we go. I don't like the glue getting on my fingers. I don't like that, but I do like the wiggle room. So I'm prepared to tolerate getting glue on my fingers. Sometimes you have to compromise. So, oops. I'm just trying to get it right. There we go. Okay, so that's one panel done. We've had a mixed weekend of weather here. Saturday was stormy and rainy and dry, and then to Sunday was a beautiful spring day. Just beautiful. Glorious weather. Can't wait for some more of that. So that one's got to go there, and this one's got to go here. So as long as you get the glue up into that point, not so that it's going to squirt out everywhere, but just so that there's enough up into the point so that it doesn't come undone. There we go. I was able to take our little dog, Rosie, for a walk, which she loves, on Sunday because it was so beautiful. Okay, so just move that down a bit. Got a siren outside at the moment. If it's not Rosie barking or something going on outside, it's a siren. Okay, so this one's the last one. And just, the borders are very fine. Okay, so that's that. So I will just grab a baby wipe to get rid of my sticky fingers. I have a packet of baby wipes in my craft room at all time, just to if I need sticky fingers being wiped off. There we go. Okay, so I'll bring our little Scottie dogs back in. So you can see how this is going to form up. But now we've got our trees to stamp. So I'm going to do them in soft succulent and evening evergreen. So, still got some sticky on me. I will, is that one going to fit there? Yes, it will. So I'm going to do two big trees. No, one big tree and two medium trees. That's what I'm going to do. So I'll get that out. So I'm going to do, there's a couple of ways you can do these trees, and I saw someone stamping them, and they did this part I don't know what you call it, first. Whereas I was doing the solid base first and then that over the top, but they were doing it this way first, and it seemed to be a bit easier. So, and that's Evening Evergreen, the same as our card base. Oh yes, for a minute I thought I'd gotten the wrong colour out. And this is Soft Succulent. Now I may have to bring my head in so I can get this over the top properly. But can you see how that lines up? And it's quite easy to see. So I'll just bring my head in just to stamp the tree. It's so easy to do. Who'd have thought? I was doing it the other way around and I thought that was easy, but this is a much easier way of doing it. So I shall put my big tree outline back and my big tree solid piece back. Okay, so now I've got, is that the, yes, that's right. So now in my Evening Evergreen, I need 2 of the medium-sized trees. So I'll just move along a little bit. And in my Soft Succulent, I need 2 of the full trees. Once again, oops, I've got some ink on my block and I don't want that happening. Once again, you can see how you can see the 2-step stamping happening. So I'll just bring my head in so I get it right. There we go. It's a bit off center actually, not to worry. And now my other Evening Evergreen out like detail. And then my other Soft Succulent. So this is called 2-step stamping. Now, if you didn't get the dies when we had Sale-a-bration, you can fussy cut them out. That's not an issue. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to grab another piece of cardstock because there's something else I want to stamp and use as our little things to step up so that the easels will stay standing up, and that's this little tree for sale sign. So I'll just grab, there we go, this one's going to be perfect. Perfect. Now I think I shall do that in soft suede. Now, I'm christening this stamp. I haven't actually used it before, so let's see how it stamps. Nice. So I want 3 little stoppers. Here I've just cut out a bit of glimmer paper and did another bow and put it up on a dimensional. And that's like a little Christmas present. That's the stopper on that card. Okay, so that was soft suede ink I just used. Now, here's our Christmas trees. Now, there is something in this set that I haven't actually used either, and that is these little, I think they're baubles to go on the tree. So I just want to have a little look and see if they might be worth doing in red. And if I ruin a tree, I'll just have to stamp another one. So I just don't know how they'd place. Oh yeah, that looks right. Let's just have a little try. I could be making a mess and need to restamp my trees, but let's just have a go. let's do it on this one that's a bit skewy because I can always restamp him. Okay. I hope my head didn't come in then. Not sure if I'm going to like it. But that must be what it is. Baubles on the Christmas tree. See, then if I do, maybe not. Maybe I'll just go with but that's what it's for. I'll just put some bling. So I need to stamp my other little tree again, which is okay because I wasn't 100% happy with the way he stamped. So let's get rid of real red. But that's what it's meant to be, I'd say, baubles on a tree. Okay, so that's going to be my soft succulent tree. And this one is going to be my evening evergreen. So let's do him first. Do him up here. I have room. Close that up. And soft succulent. Now you can see, and I'm going to line this up a little bit better this time. Well, no, I didn't. But I think it's a bit better. So that's okay. Okay. Close that up. Now I'm going to bring in my cut and emboss machine. So I'll move my card bases out of the way. So I am going to line this one up. And I've got a bit of tape that I like to use. And so grab another piece of tape. This is great. It's post-it tape. And it's labeling and cover-up tape. So it's a bit like washi tape. And it's really good. I get it online because I couldn't find it in Officeworks. So I bought it online through Amazon, I think. I'd have to double check because I can't remember. And we've even got a die for the sign. So get another little bit of tape. Okay. So I'll just run that through. Pull that off. That looks pretty good. So I can put my big Christmas tree die back. And this one. And that one looks pretty good, but I need that one again. So let's just put that one there. And tape him down. And I need to... That looks good. Okay, so I'll just run this through. If dies come out to match a stamp set and you've got the stamp set, it's always good to get them. That's like with the Perfect Partners promotion at the moment. There are 6 stamp sets that they've brought out matching dies just for the month of September. And once that promotion goes, you won't be able to get the dies for those sets either. And I do like having myself the dies if there's a stamp set. Okay, we'll just cut out our last little sign. put my sign back. And put all my little sticky... Oh, sorry, I'm bumping the camera. Put them on my camera holder stand. Okay, so let's get everything back in to the picture. So I will need to cut an insert because I've gone with a coloured card base this time. So there's my little tree for sale. And when you're doing this card, you can't put anything on that's going to poke over the top because then it won't fit in the envelope. So that's why I've done a large one. For these two panels, it's okay. But that's why I've done a large one. I'm going to put that in the middle, and I've done the medium size for the top because then when the card lies flat, it's still going to fit in the envelope. So I'm going to do medium, large, and medium, like so. And I'm going to get my glue dots. I'm just going to attach those with glue dots. So we just need it on the bottom of the tree and a little bit up the tree for the top panel. And the bottom of the tree and a little bit up the tree for the middle panel. And I'm staggering them across, as you can see. And now for the bottom tree, just a glue dot, a couple on the bottom, and a couple, and no, not a couple, just one, sort of halfway up. And that works like so. So you can see how this card's coming together quite easily. Okay, let me get a bit of white cardstock for my card insert. I'll get this piece, I think. Now, it's 15 centimetres, so I normally would go 14.5, 5 centimetres short, half a centimetre smaller for the insert. And it'll still be 10 because it's still the same size as the card that way. So they're my little tree for sale sign. So yes, I just needed it a fraction bigger than a normal insert. Okay, I'll just attach that. So this is just basic white, normal basic white cardstock for my insert. There we go. Okay, so you can see how this is starting to come together. Now we've got our little tree for sale signs. And I've got my dimensionals. So let me see if that's going to fit on the back of a sign, or if I need to go the small. Oh no, that's fine, that's good. So I'm going to put a dimensional on the back of each sign, and then I'm going to put them, I like them all sort of in the same spot going up the insert of the card because I think that's good. So I'm going to put the first one down here. Rather than sort of staggering the little stopper, I'm putting them where I want them, like on the same place but stepping them up the card. Does that make sense? Sometimes I can't get my words out properly. And there we go. How cool. That's so cute. I'm going to have a sip of tea. It's such a cute little card. And when they lie flat, I cover up the trees for sale sign, and you just have 3 trees going up your card. Now, let's put our glue dots away. I'll just make sure I'm not going to tear off any glue dots, because I think we're done with those. And I think Christmas greetings is the most appropriate sentiment for this one. Probably oh no, I was going to say I probably should have stamped that before I put the insert into the card, but no, I wanted the insert in so I could see where to place my signs. Okay, now I'm going to put this just here. Or I could put it down here. No, I'm going to put it here. So you can place your sentiment. It just depends on the length of it anywhere. If I'd had a shorter sentiment, I could have put it just down here. And when you do write on this card, it will show when it's all standing up, but that doesn't matter because it's cute. So let's put that all down again. Clean off that stamp and put it away. And let's see what sort of bling we've got. I could use the festive pearls. I could use red rhinestones. That could be a nice little bit of pop of colour. Let's have a look. Yes, red rhinestones is the go, I feel. So they're in the annual catalogue. I haven't written down how much they are, just that they were carried over. Okay, so they're all the same size, which is something I quite like when, you know, you've got a rhinestone carried over. I'm just going to... You can see how this could have worked, but I just didn't know where to place them. That was a little bit tricky. So I'm just going to go to town with the rhinestones today because they're part of the tree and the decorations. These are the little lights. Who else has pretty twinkling lights on their Christmas tree? I loved Christmas lights. We used to do go light time because all the houses that get decorated, not nearly like in America. They really do go to town, don't they? But yeah, when the kids were little, we used to go and look for streets that had lots of lights. That was fun. Don't do that now. They're all grown up. Okay. I'm sure it's something that they'll do with their own kids one day. So there you go. How cute. Pretty cute. I don't know if it needs anything else. I don't think so. I think it's just a cute little... Now let me try and say it again. It's a triple twisted easel card. There we go. And this is my Scottie dog one. Hope you like that. I think it's a bit cute. And it's really not that difficult. It's just not, it's just pretty much a standard A5 card base. I just made it to 15 centimetres instead of the 14.8 because then when I cut it into thirds, it was easy to do 5 centimetres, 10 centimetres. So that's why I just made it that fraction, 0.2 of a centimetre bigger. And that's pretty cute. I'm pretty happy with that. You could put a bit of Winker Stella on your trees if you wanted to. But I'm happy with how that looks. So don't forget, this is my September host code. If you want to place an order online with me, go to stampingpassionblogspot.com. Over on the right hand side is the September host code. Click on that, takes you to the online store, and it automatically attaches the host code. There's still the Perfect Partners promotion going, as I was saying. It's 6 stamp sets with dies that match. This is the last week of the weekly sales. There's some good things in the weekly sales too this week. That will finish on the 28th of September. And don't forget about next Saturday, World Card Making Day. It's a Stamping Up event, and it's for everybody. Customers, demonstrators. Let me find it. Here it is. It's for everybody. So it's next Saturday, the 1st of October at 2 o'clock, Australian Eastern Standard Time. It's a free event. If you have one of these suites, Cottage Rose, Cottage Wreaths, or Warm Welcome, you can stamp along with the presenters. It's probably a bit late to order one of these bundles now. You probably wouldn't get it in time, but I'm sure an open floral set, if you've got one, would work as well. So yeah, it's a 3-hour event next Saturday, and you can register online through the Stamping Up website, through the customer website. So do that if you're interested. It's just like doing a class, but just online, and they walk you through all the steps of making cards. So I'm going to do that, and I'm looking forward to that. So thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a great week. Keep safe, stay well, and I'll see you on Friday for Card and a Cuppa. Bye for now.